All right, this is going to be the Joker review.
The Joker.
First, we're going to find a good picture.
Okay.
Joker.
Duff and I saw a matinee today. The
Yeah,
Joker.
we just got back actually from the movie, and I thought it was really good in terms of a Joker prequel, like evil and dark, almost demonic at times. What did you think, dude?
Yeah. It was definitely. You were spot on there. I think it's definitely a good prequel for the Joker. Really was. Some people, some fanboys actually said they didn't want a prequel. They liked the mystery of it, but they like the mystery of the. But a lot of people are very impressed. So usually the critics are
like
wrong.
me, I was really impressed.
However, while I was leaving, I was singing "Glory, Glory, Hallelujah, Protect Me, Jesus."
Yeah, because it was that evil.
I'm sensitive to the supernatural, and yeah, so we are protected by Jesus all the time, though. So
That's right, homie.
yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I was tingling. Yeah, it was a very intense movie. Yeah, I probably won't watch it again, but it was yeah. I wish Batman showed up, honestly, like, but he was too young. He was just a kid.
Yeah, that was really cool how
They tied that in.
they tied the Batman story in as well. Like Joker saw Batman as like a little kid
Yeah,
and did some weird shit.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. But you gotta remember I think the movie's based in like the '60s of the Gotham time lapse timeline. Yeah, and it's not a modern day film, and uh, based on the timeline. And yeah, it's like yeah, because back then clowns were more of entertainment at that time.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were more popular for entertaining
yeah,
in that time
exactly.
for sure.
Now they become a figure of a hope for the bad guys. Or yeah, cause yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a crazy story. Crazy story. Yeah, it's like the
All
wildest
right.
thing because the Joker in the Dark Knight kind of like introduced a new kind of evil where people would invent philosophies for saying how the Joker was right about everything and how he was the Heath Ledger Joker and how more people yeah, The Dark Knight was like the first movie in the history of movies where the villain was more popular than the than the than the main character Batman. Because of the performance by Heath Ledger. So people just were so in love with that performance. Yeah, and then but then it introduced like all these clown movements and stuff. It's
All
crazy.
right.
It's crazy.
I think I might have found some decent pictures.
Right. Sounds good.
Okay, so what we're gonna start with is the entire plot of the movie.
Okay.
So basically, um, it was a story uh, depicting the background of the evil man known as the Joker.
The Joker, and he has a name now. We never knew his name until today.
Yeah, what was his name?
Arthur something. Arthur Decky, Arthur something.
Yeah, Arthur something.
Yeah. His first name was Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an original film, I think. I don't believe it was based off any comics, at least of recent comics of DC. Um, there's a lot of old comics that are lost episodes in DC and Marvel. Like yeah, it's crazy how many comics there are. It's crazy. It's pretty cool too.
But yeah, the plot was really good,
Yes, yes.
and it's already there. There's already so many people that have so many different ideas of what the Jokers came from,
Hmm.
But this one, I feel like hit the nail on the head.
Yeah. That was definitely a
This
wild story with.
background story or origin story,
Mhm.
origin story, I guess.
Yeah, origin story. Yeah, DC is gonna get popular again because of that film. It went back to its roots, like the screenplay, the screen imagery was like the Dark Knight trilogy. Actually, it was very normal. Not so much CGI like the Batman v Superman movies and
Mhm.
stuff. You know, very normal screenplay in this one.
Like going into the Joker's
Yeah,
past. So I said this origin story really hit the nail on the head by going into Arthur the Joker's past
and I
in
think
such detail.
yeah, it's really crazy. Yeah, yeah, it's like a wild movie. It's like, well, very eye opening,
Yeah, definitely.
especially the twist and then the ending and time after time. You're on the edge of your seat. I mean that movie definitely kept me on the edge of my seat. I had to take a break to calm down to go to pee. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's
Yeah,
too
you
much.
did. You had to take a break. It
I'm gonna
was too
take a
much.
too much for me. But I am sensitive. Duffy's a Marine Corps man, tough guy. Tough guy. He can take anything.
Yeah, it went into his mother's mental illnesses,
Uh, and even
and
showed like flashback scenes, which is crazy.
yeah, and it tied into how the Joker became who he is
Mhm.
by because basically his mother had a made up like history of the Joker,
Right.
as like a kid, and like the Joker was abused by his uh, adoptive father. Well, not adoptive father. His mother adopted him, and then she was also working at Wayne Manor
Yeah.
with Bruce Wayne's father, and adopted a child while she was working there, and then had this whole delusional made up story of how she uh, was actually impregnated by the the Wayne guy. What was his name?
Thomas Wayne.
Thomas Wayne, and it was his child, and the Joker believed that
Yeah.
because it was his mother, and he didn't, I guess, didn't know that she was mentally unstable.
Right.
But
I kind of got a little vibe of that, but she's actually what a lot of old people when they just watch TV, they are very hypnotized by the
hmm
television. Not like I, but yeah, she was like really obsessed with Thomas Wayne on the television. Remember when Thomas Wayne would show up on the television,
yeah,
and she was like, "Oh, Thomas Wayne, he's the best man."
we're actually in the overview section now.
Oh, okay,
I forgot how I broke down the things.
okay,
So yeah, we can go into the rest of the movie too right now.
okay, yeah, Thomas Wayne or the lady or his Joker's stepmother, what was she was obsessed with Thomas Wayne like a celebrity and it was like just like yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, it was like very hypnotized by the television. His mother is, but yeah, it was very crazy beans. It's crazy beans.
Too crazy, right?
Too crazy.
Too freaking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, like
I gotta put the Joker songs back on.
yeah,
Oh, wow, this came on.
yeah, autoplay probably.
Stupid.
Yeah, I never was a fan of autoplay. There it is on the left.
Yeah, that's what we just listened to.
Oh, okay. I don't know any other soundtrack. That was probably the best one you just played. Yeah, but
There
yeah,
you go. That's the whole thing right there.
all right. Yeah, it was like crazy. And they played the Hey song from Sports.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, now we go. I remember now his dancing. He did a lot of dancing.
very. It
Mhm.
reminded me of the documentary done by what's that evil goddess name from India Mashiva Mash,
Something like that.
yeah, and they do this evil dance that like calls upon the evilness Like
Yeah,
Evil Demons,
what I was saying earlier
Yeah.
on the ride home was that his dancing actually made me think that he was, being taken over, by
Mhm.
some evil force.
Yeah.
Like a demon was possessing him. Like every
Yeah.
time he would do these slow gestures and slow movements that are completely unnatural looking.
Yeah.
And then that made me remember the old Batman, The Dark Knight,
Yeah.
right? The first one with the Joker, where he said that he was the agent of chaos.
Agent of Chaos. Yeah, that was a yeah that yeah that I got the same impression Duff did when it came to the dances, because when he brought it up after the movie, I was like, yeah, that's totally what I thought as well.
Hmm.
The possession of evil. It's yeah.
And the whole how they made it like almost like he was a good guy for all the poor people.
Yeah, the hypnotizing. It will hypnotize very it will hypnotize a lot of people. This movie.
Almost like he was a hero.
Yeah, they twisted this movie like at
Mhm.
the ending to make it seem like he was a good guy for doing very evil things, and but it was and then to twist the plot to make it seem like you know like Robert De Niro was the bad guy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was like what a plot twist. It's like what a setup. It's almost like propaganda almost.
You could really they made it so you could feel almost like the divide between the rich people and the poor people.
Good versus evil.
Yeah, and good, but you could see a clear difference.
Yeah. 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 Gotham needs Batman now more than ever. That's for sure. I don't know what this is. If it's a prequel to The Dark Knight or if it's a setup for the next
What
Batman.
did it feel like to you? Did it
I
feel like
definitely
it was,
felt like more prequel to Dark Knight, but they showed the Bruce Wayne scene again for the
Yeah.
third time.
Yeah,
So
but and that one resembled which movie?
I was hoping that Bruce Wayne was gonna be in it, but for a very short scene. But the fact that they redid the scene of his parents dying and stuff, that
So
means
it felt like it was a
I felt like it
prequel
was a setup for Robert Pattinson Batman. He's the next Batman. There's no say. There's no say in it. Robert
so a
Pattinson,
prequel to either the next
the
Batman
next Batman, yeah.
or
But I don't see Juan Phoenix coming back as a Joker. I mean, I just see this as a one time deal for him, which is
or it could have
unfortunate.
been also a prequel to what?
The Dark Knight.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and that would be smarter because I don't see Juan Phoenix coming. I don't know how to say his first name honestly, but I don't see him coming back to play in this. I only see this.
And Juan Phoenix is the stupid Joker from Suicide Squad, right?
No, Jared Leto was the stupid Joker.
Who's Juan Phoenix?
He's the guy who played the Joker in Joker.
This one we just watched?
Yeah, I don't know how to say his first name.
Oh, yeah, he did great. Speaking of that, we can get into the cast.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
cast. And do you know how to spell his name?
I do not.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up real quick.
Type in like JAQUIAN.
I'll just type who plays the Joker.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely we definitely come a long way since Boom Bam Pow Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of, not cheesy humor and
Yeah.
like going into actual like people, like how real people are. Like,
Right. Exactly.
he had a mental disability
Yeah.
that made him laugh all the time.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's
Mhm.
insane. It reminded me a little bit of my Tourette's a little bit, but not nothing like him. But it's reminded me of the idea of Tourette's syndrome a little bit. The laughing, control it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Obsessive.
fucking good.
Really obsessive. I'm really glad I never got that one. Yeah, and then some parts, I feel bad for him when he's getting teased and stuff. And when he can't help his laughing. Sometimes he wanted to stop his laughing. It's crazy. It's crazy. It might be Jakin, J1,
I got it.
Jakin.
I got it.
Okay.
It's good. Joker character who had a laughing learning disability, amongst others.
Yeah.
An uncontrollable laughing.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Laughing disorder. And he was in the movie. It said he was already in the mental institute before, right?
Let me think about that.
Before the movie started, and he was.
When
That's
he
why.
was-
That's how he
when
got.
he was really young.
Yeah, that's how he got assigned to the social worker.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Right on. Yeah.
Who was in a mental institute at a young age,
Right.
admitted.
Right. Crazy. Mm. Yeah.
All right, let's go back into the overview a little bit.
All right.
And we already went over how his dancing was like how he did it slow and unnaturally, made it seem like he was being taken over by demons or a force, which they showed a lot of that. They showed a
did.
lot of the dancing
They
and a
did.
lot of him being taken over. Like I feel like they really wanted to stress that fact.
Yeah.
It felt like it was a prequel.
Yeah, and
Um,
plus Hollywood over the last 8 years have been hinting at that throughout music and movies and stuff. But this is probably one of the first more popular characters that have been revealed to demonic possession instead of not a horror movie. You actually
but
see it in a
I'm
movie.
glad that the
Yeah.
level of detail they went into and how much they like and how well that Quinn Phoenix like was able to portray that. And
Yeah.
I want to go back to how they made it feel like he was a hero. Like how exactly when did you first think it in the movie feel like that you saw the Joker's actions affecting the people?
Yeah.
When was the first scene you saw that?
Definitely. Definitely. Let's think about that. The scene with the train. With the getting the cops.
Oh, the chase scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was where I feel like it was real, like all around him.
Yeah.
But when he first started observing it, and when he started observing it in, the city, I think was when they first started, those riots outside of it. Not riots, but what's it called? Protests. And that was kind of early in the movie.
Yeah.
It started with the protests.
Yeah.
After he murdered the 3 people. Well, he didn't murder them. That was self-defense.
Yeah, that was self-defense.
That original scene where
saving the lady from sexual harassment.
Yeah, he really did a good thing there.
Yeah.
Like he saved that
amazing.
girl from being sexually harassed and then got the shit beat out of him. But luckily he still had the gun on him, and he killed all 3 of them. But obviously in that scene it went way past self-defense.
Yeah.
When he chased down, he chased down the last guy.
Yeah.
And shot him 4 times
that was crazy.
in the chest. So it started as self-defense. And doing a good thing.
Yeah.
But then that right there, I think that was the first time he killed people.
Yeah, that was.
And that was the changing point right there when he had stopped taking his meds because the city got rid of the social workers that were administering the meds somehow.
Yeah.
However that whole system works.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely how it works. They fired all the people that were they shut down the whole program of that section or whatever, giving medicine out.
Mm-hmm.
So probably nowhere else to get medicine in Gotham City, I guess. Yeah, it's like
another going back to that self-defense scene. Mm-hmm. Sorry to interrupt you, bro. But remember right after that scene, like he just went right home, knocked on his neighbor's door, and then just went to Slam Town.
Yeah, to slam down.
Yeah, that was definitely the changing point in his mind.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck, and then he went back, knocked on his neighbor's door, and went to Slam Town with her.
It's a slam town. Went all the
Mhm.
way rated R version.
Yeah,
Actually, they didn't show anything, fortunately. So we didn't have to look away.
that's right. We didn't.
Yeah, so very good.
Going back.
All right, yeah, it's very good stuff. Yeah, and then
Oops.
another major turning point in that film was him reading that file in the Arkham hospital about his mom. You know, that was quite a turning point in that film.
They're immediately pursuing
Remember that part when he read the file, stole the file. These
self-desire.
files, man.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, when he just stole the file.
yeah, and then when he read that stuff, it was like, oh man.
Yeah, when he found out that he
Yeah.
was actually
That was
adopted, and he
spine-tingling,
found
man.
out that
That-
his mother was a liar, and well, not a liar, but mentally ill,
Yeah,
and
Spine
he killed his mother.
yeah, that's a spine tingling scene.
Yeah.
When he reveals that stuff on the paper and all that stuff. Yeah, it's crazy and yeah, wild.
Actually did adopt and create she adopted him and created an entire different reality in her own head
Yeah,
about who his father was.
right.
Did we go over that already?
I think so.
I think we did too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Dark Knight. All right, let's move on to another category.
Yes, sir.
The acting. I think we did that already too a little. Acting
Well, the
there.
acting is 10 out of 10. That's for sure.
Acting.
Definitely.
Yeah,
And that's what
freaking
mostly
really
what
fucking good.
mainstream critics review is acting.
Stunts and action. That they were very realistic and genuine looking.
Yeah. Yeah. Very crazy.
Stunt action. What does the NHL game call it? Natural looking or authenticity? There you go.
Authenticity. Yeah, they do that in all video games now, or at least sports games. You know, not Madden. I mean, they say they do it in Madden, but I think it's disastrous. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. But
When was the first action scene? I think it was the gunshot, right?
let's think about
Oh
it.
no, it was the chase.
The
The chase in the beginning,
Yes,
where
that was.
he was a clown.
That's when
still.
you felt bad for him.
Yeah, that's in the beginning. They did a great job of making you feel bad.
Yeah.
Yo, Bill. Yo,
Yo.
me and Chris are doing a movie review of the Joker right now.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, you're good. You're just in the middle of it. You could join us,
Yeah.
bro.
Welcome to the
if-
program.
Well,
Billy.
actually, you probably shouldn't because you'll get all the spoilers.
Yeah.
You'll get every single spoiler.
Every single spoiler. I haven't seen the movie, but I'm sure it's great.
It's fucking amazing, dude. You have to watch
Oh my
it.
gosh,
You'll love it. You'll Chris had to leave because it was too much evil for him.
I came back in though.
you went back in.
Yeah, he had to take a little break.
Yeah, like 5-minute break.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You can't have, sometimes too much evil's bad.
Yeah, it was insane, dude. It literally what I was saying to Chris and like what I'm writing down here is like the Joker or what's his name? Jaquan Phoenix.
Arthur Morgan. No, Arthur something.
Yeah, but the actor, how he
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
That's it. He was so fucking good, dude. Like there were so many scenes that reminded me, like, of the Heath Ledger Joker, and how good he did. And towards the end of this movie, he like does a dance like throughout the whole movie. He does this dance. It's like so unnatural looking and weird and like creepy, and you like get a sense that he's like literally being possessed. He's being possessed like every time that he does this dance. It's like it's fucking wild.
Yeah, I know. I saw the interview they did with the director, and they talked about how it was just the director with like a little like a video camera, and Joaquin in front of that mirror or whatever. He's in that bathroom.
Yeah.
After he kills that dude, and he's like, we thought we were just gonna he was just gonna hide the gun in the bathroom. But then like I showed him this like musical piece that I was listening to, and I thought I was gonna incorporate it in the movie. But instead, like he started like listening and starts dancing, and then he just started videotaping them, and that's pretty much what it was.
That's crazy, dude.
Just like completely impromptu, like just out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's crazy. I'm excited to see it. Like I looked up a couple of reviews myself about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw that Jared Leto hated it.
I haven't really read much about it. I talked to a couple of people that saw it, and I was like, you know what? I think I want to go see it because I'm just hearing nothing but good things.
Yeah. You know what? Like it actually like made me feel better. I was like, oh, good. Jared Leto didn't like it. That means it's actually gonna be good.
That means it'll probably be pretty good. Yeah, definitely.
But no, I was just calling to see if, when you guys were gonna get on.
Yeah, right after we're done with this, probably.
ASAP.
I got a weed cartridge, so I'm fucking good to go, bro. I'm already a little high.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're able to get
When are
some.
you gonna get on? Like right now?
No, like probably like 7:30. I was just trying to give you guys like a heads up.
Oh,
just
cool.
in case you were doing something.
All right, dog. Yeah, we'll probably get on
7:30.
like right around 7:30, 8 o'clock.
All right, buddy. I'll see you on.
All right, dog. Later.
Later.
See you, Brady.
All right, where were we?
Yeah.
I said some good things to Bill that I need to remember right
and
now.
Billy brought up some behind the scenes footage.
Yeah, he did.
Nasty, right?
Mhm.
Crazy behind the scenes footage stuff. That was our guest for today's show, Billy.
Yeah, that was our guest.
Calling from Pennsylvania.
A story depicting the background of the evil menace known as the Joker.
Yeah. I remember that.
The scenes with Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. That was wild. We were almost like, are they brothers? What?
Yeah.
No wonder he didn't
for a
kill
second
him.
there, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I actually thought the
Yeah.
Joker was Bruce Wayne's uncle
For a little while.
until they gave it away that her mother was actually mentally insane as well, and made up that whole story.
Yeah.
She even like wrote a fake letter to him, to Arthur.
Yeah.
Like from his saying that it was from his dad.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I get you. I remember that letter. Unfortunately, that there were a lot of letter scenes that I hope he was going to read out loud, but I didn't get it. I don't have good reading comprehension.
Yeah.
They were just showing a bunch of letters, and they revealed a lot in those letters, but the camera was too quick for me. I just couldn't keep up with those letters.
Yeah.
They showed a lot of letters, and they kept the camera still on them for the words for a few seconds. I don't know which line we were supposed to read though. It's crazy, but it was good. It made the intensity rise.
You could literally watch him. You could watch the Joker throughout the whole movie, become the Joker.
Yeah.
Which was become himself, his evil.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Evil self.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Zazie.
That's why I say it was a perfect, like, really good prequel.
Perfecto.
Because it literally explained it. How realistically, like how someone could become that evil.
Right. It's crazy, right? Mercedes.
What about Robert De Niro? What about his performance?
Oh, he's great. I had a tough time picturing him in that kind of movie for a long time. I was like, oh, that's really Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, I wish he died more epically. That was pretty lame. It was a pretty epic death, but it was like
he played a TV host that was what was that to Joker? It was
like a late night show host, like
TV
Jimmy
host
Fallon,
the joke. I'm trying to relate it to the Joker.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he was a TV host that the Joker looked up to through the whole movie, right?
Mm-hmm. Right on. Yeah.
And even he was even brought on the show. Well, brought up to stage early in the show, and like he was nice to him and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Joker revealed everything at the night.
Yeah. And then the Joker was trying to get into doing stand up comedy,
Uh-huh.
and they got a clip on Robert De Niro's show. They brought up a clip of him, like bombing,
Yeah.
like really like his his disability.
Yeah.
He was laughing because that was the whole like first part of that scene was the Joker just laughing uncontrollably because that's what his disability is.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all the clip they showed, and the whole audience was laughing.
Yeah.
And like it was a TV show, so the whole world is laughing.
Yeah.
And so for the Joker to see his like hero basically from early on to literally be the complete opposite, and but they did end up inviting him on the show, but you obviously could tell that it was just to make fun of him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like even
And-
like there's evil in all forms, Duffy, all kinds of forms.
Mhm.
Like innocent forms
So like
almost.
how they were playing like the good guys
Yeah, but
were still kind of the bad guys.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Like no, there was like no good guys in the whole film.
Right, exactly. It's crazy.
It was like the humanity is all in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Joker's pure evil,
Pure evil,
and then
yeah.
Batman's the other end.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's like the Jedi.
He's like
who
the
brings
Jedi.
balance.
He's like, well, yeah, he's just a kid in this movie. But
Mhm.
it's wild, man.
All right. Who else played a big role in the movie in terms of actors
Let's see here.
and actresses?
Few random black people.
No, not like short scenes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not even worried about the
I- I-
detectives.
I don't
One of
really-
the detectives was a popular actor.
Oh yeah.
There was
It
the
might have-
actor
It might have been Jim Gordon actually, and he was from the movie Kong
Yeah.
Skull Island. He was from the movie Kong
It
Skull
might have
Island.
been.
He's like, you guys go live your life. It's just unconventional encounter. That's what he
Yeah.
said. Yeah, he's played Jim Gordon, I think, or he played a guy that looks
the
reminded me.
commissioner at the time.
Yeah.
Who was that guy from The World's Dumbest? You remember? He was one of the clowns,
One
like
of the
an
clowns,
extra
yeah,
clown
yeah.
in one
In
scene.
one scene, yeah.
That old guy with
Yeah.
that weird voice.
He betrayed the Joker. What he said he would give him the gun, right? Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, that was the fat guy.
That was the fat guy. Yeah.
I don't think you remember.
Oh,
who
the
I'm
other
talking
guy.
about.
Yeah. The
In
boss.
That one
the
short
manager.
scene.
The manager. Yeah.
No, not
No,
the manager
not
either.
the
He
manager
was a
either?
clown
Oh, okay.
that was getting ready to do his thing
Uh-huh.
when the Joker got fired. The scene where he was getting all his stuff out of there.
Oh yeah, I was looking in the mirror.
He was looking in the mirror getting
Yeah,
his stuff ready, and I just recognized his voice.
Yeah,
You couldn't even. You could kind of see his face,
Mm,
enough of his face to tell he was that guy
Yeah,
from the World's Dumbest show.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up with a conclusion. What do you say?
All right. Yeah, you do the conclusion,
Acting
bro. You're the
stuff.
movie critic, man.
Wait, we gotta go to the drama portion first.
All right.
Drama. Okay.
There's
so
action.
there was a lot of drama in that, like in terms of emotional ups and downs.
Yeah.
It was insane
Yeah.
to watch him go through that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a good Halloween movie.
Yeah, really good.
The most innocent of all Halloween films of this Halloween season. But yeah, it was wild.
What point in the movie did you feel like was the biggest emotional scene? Like for the Joker, like was it that intro scene where you knew something was wrong? You know, the intro where he was like laughing
Yeah.
uncontrollably.
Yeah.
As a tear was coming out,
Uh-huh.
and it
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
bleeding his makeup off onto his face, and I feel like that was like immediately right off the bat, like you could see the emotional battle inside of his
Yeah,
head.
And yeah, everyone's going through
Like,
some kind of
and
shit.
you could hear it
He was
and
so
look
bad.
at it,
Yeah,
you
it was
know,
so
like
sad.
doing that laugh that
Yeah.
sounds like he's crying,
Uh-huh.
but he's looking at him. He's laughing, but you still can't tell if he's
Yeah.
crying or laughing.
Right.
And it's just
Yeah.
he did a great job acting that character.
Yeah. Crazy.
But yeah, that right off the bat was when the drama started for me, I think.
Mhm.
And what was another scene that was like there was a lot going on in his head?
Yeah.
What was another scene?
Well, definitely the whole movie, but I'll point out.
Oh yeah, the whole
scene.
movie.
Yeah,
every
but,
time I would look at him, it's
Yeah.
like there's some shit going on
Yeah,
in there.
Yeah. It's like. It's like, it's like when he wanted to grab that file.
He is an agent, a pure agent, of chaos.
Yeah, they could have called it Agent of Chaos,
Yeah.
actually, because everyone remembers the Joker's line from The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I'm like a dog chasing cars. I'm gonna do it if I caught it.
Oh, let's talk about his laugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna get kind of scared if he was gonna eventually do the all out full laugh, but because I could tell, but he never did it, so I was kind of glad about that. So the full
on scary
100%
evil.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be doing
like
one
Heath
really long one at
Ledger's.
the end or
Yeah.
something, but much worse than Heath Ledger's. But it didn't even do anything.
I feel like his laugh evolved throughout the movie.
It did, yeah.
It started out more, like you can tell that it
Try and
was
hold
a
it back.
mix between crying and laughing.
Yeah.
And then he completely lost all of the emotion
Yeah,
towards the end, and it was just laughing.
yeah, that's crazy.
Mhm. As he became more evil, his laugh evolved as well.
Yeah.
More sinister, more evil.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't take my kids or the kids to see. But you do whatever you want. It's America.
Yeah, definitely not one for kids.
Free will. You got to do whatever you want.
Definitely not.
Yeah. I saw kids in.
What else should we say about his laugh
Ted.
before we move on?
Uh,
What other
Yeah.
uniqueness about his laugh would you say there is?
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen anything like that. I never thought of a disability that could be like that, except for maybe when on laughing gas. But but it's like, yeah, definitely that could be a thing, but in real life, a kind of disability.
I'm sure it is. Let me check right now.
Yeah, but that's probably one of the top search things on Google right now.
It's similar to Tourette's.
Yeah,
it's a tick that he has.
Exactly.
He has to laugh.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what. Yeah, it's crazy.
Joker laughing disorder.
It's already there.
It's pseudo-bulbar effect, or PBA,
The title of it sounds
or
evil.
emotional in something.
Yeah.
Is an emotional disturbance characterized by uncontrollable episodes of crying and or laughing,
Yeah.
or other emotional displays. PBA occurs secondary to a neurological disorder or a brain injury.
Yeah.
Oh, so that brain injury was caused
By his mom.
by his mother's
Yeah.
boyfriend at the time,
Yeah.
who was abusive.
Yeah, exactly. That was caused by.
That was the cause of.
That was the cause.
Yeah.
He wasn't. It was. Yeah, it was crazy. How that was caused by his evil boy. His evil mom.
Now I gotta copy and paste what the disorder's called.
It's crazy, right?
Pseudo-bulbar effect.
Yeah.
Caused by a brain injury.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Agent of Chaos. And then
I sense Hollywood is trying to lead up to something, but it's like they definitely once again let the Joker, who crossed the line in the Dark Knight as a villain by being praised by the audience for being the more popular character than Batman. The Joker is definitely changed the line of motion films again, like by bringing up propaganda and making it seem like he's a good guy again. Even though he's really the bad guy. It's crazy.
Can you say that again?
Oh,
so I can write it down?
All right.
You're like talking about how
it's like
the Joker's being more praised.
The Joker was praised in The Dark Knight because not just because of his acting, but because The Dark Knight was actually like the first movie where the villain was more popular than the good guy Batman. Everyone thought Batman was mentally insane.
Yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
Wayne was actually, but it was crazy because because Hollywood is pushing definitely a kind of narrative. They're crossing the line with the Joker character.
Oh wait, did you say why you think that he's becoming more popular?
Yes, and the Joker movie and the new Joker, this one pushes more of a propaganda narrative for villains, and villains alone.
Yeah,
There was simply no Batman this time, and this is the second time Joker character is going to
more
be
more like
more popular.
propaganda
Yeah,
for evil.
for evil, yeah, and it's crossing the line a second time with the same character.
Hmm.
From 13 years ago in 2008. Oh, what is that? 11 years ago, 2008.
That I gotta add a new category for this one. I think
Okay.
you just said crossing lines,
Yeah.
and this category will be lines
And
crossed.
I'm afraid that this is going to lead to some violence in the real world, possibly. You know,
I mean, yeah, like the last Batman,
Dark Knight. Yeah.
the Dark Knight with that shooting.
Clowns are going to get more and more popular, man, and not in a good way.
So he murdered his mother.
Yeah.
That was a clear line that was crossed.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
What's another line?
Oh, definitely when he killed Robert De Niro.
Oh yeah, the television,
Yeah.
TV
But
murder.
the praise of making him seem, but playing heroic music, playing the heroicness of trying to make him seem like he is literally the good guy for a movement. And the clown movement is,
I want to write that down. What you just said,
Yeah.
literally making him seem like he's a good guy, right?
yeah, it's the film, yeah. And the clown movement is almost looks just like all those movements you see today, pretty much like Antifa and stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah. So that's a good one for sure.
Yeah.
The scene where you first saw how he was affecting the majority of the population of the city
Gotham City, yeah.
was the chase scene where you left.
Yeah.
The cops, he was doing his dance first.
Yeah.
It started with him doing his dance on the steps, his slow,
Evil,
unnatural dance thing.
Yeah.
And then they were at the top of the steps, he was at the bottom,
Right.
and both of them yell down to him, "Hey Arthur!" And he just takes off. He's in his clown makeup, so really they couldn't even tell that it was him. I guess they just thought it was him.
Yeah.
Or maybe they followed him from home or something. But that scene, after he took off, you could see throughout that scene that as he integrated more with the like populated areas,
Right.
because there was a rally that day, like it was a rally for the Joker.
Right.
And why you kind of got to get back to why they're even rallying is because the guy running for mayor, Thomas Wayne, they said in the movie he referred to most of the population as clowns.
Right.
So they were wearing clown masks, clown makeup. He already had his clown shit on.
Yeah.
And there was most of the city was on the Joker's side.
Yeah.
And so they're all dressed up, and he runs in there, obviously to disappear. And as he gets further and further into the crowd, he just kind of disappears, and the crowd takes over his mission. You know, because they started assaulting these cops. I think they might have killed the cops.
They did.
They did kill the cops.
Sad.
Yeah, the cops that were chasing after him actually died in the train due to the Joker.
Yeah.
You know, just influencing people the way that he does.
Right. Yeah, but in the end, like the Joker turns into basically ranting SJW on Robert De Niro's show. It's crazy. It's like he's Robert De Niro was like lesser of two evils.
But that scene is what caused the revolution.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's insane. insane. And then he's like justifying bad behavior, bad acts of evil. You know, the Joker. But yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
So he could start to. I think the whole point of me
Yeah.
describing that last scene where he was integrating with the population, seeing them take care of him, is like where he also not that I think the Joker cares about power,
Right.
because he's the agent of chaos,
Right.
but that's also where you could see the power that he had.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because he literally affected the actions of the entire city to push them to murder,
Right.
which is pretty wild.
Crazy.
Affect the population.
Crazy.
Direct the population
Right.
towards his goal. His goals. So his goals just happen to line up with what that city wanted.
Yeah. 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 It's right. Right. Crazy. It's crazy.
All right, I think that's enough of
Yes,
scene
sorry.
reviews.
Yeah. It's
We'll
crazy.
go into the soundtrack and then the conclusion.
Yeah. It's gonna play something else.
Oh, yeah, I gotta change the song.
All right. Yeah. I'll let you do the conclusion because you're the movie critic. You're a
One sec.
legendary movie critic.
No, we're doing the soundtrack first,
Oh,
and,
soundtrack.
and then the conclusion.
We're reviewing the soundtrack.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, soundtrack phenomenal. Let's see who did it. It's done by Hilder.
Hildur Gudandottir.
He did a phenomenal job. Definitely very repetitive, but it was definitely very good. Very good.
Done by. Now I gotta copy that name.
Yeah, it was definitely a very well put in soundtrack. Very well. Basically, you can tell if the movie's gonna be good if Brian Tyler is not the composer for an action movie, it's gonna be a good action movie. Because Brian Tyler is the discount composer for pretty much every movie.
So I'll just put not Brian Tyler.
Brian Tyler, yeah, exactly. Because he's the discount composer, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so lame.
And there's so many movies lately.
Yeah,
I've seen so many movies that, visually are great. The story is great.
and Brian Tyler's probably doing the soundtrack.
And then, but when you hear
Yeah.
the soundtrack with the movie, it's like, why is this?
Yeah,
It's like, why would you put?
Yeah. Probably because Brian Tyler's doing the
Yeah,
soundtrack. He's a discount
yeah.
composer. I'm telling you, he's been doing like 10 movies a year now.
They're bad.
They do,
Like,
10 movies a
the
year.
bad soundtrack ruins a movie. Like,
Yeah.
if this had a shitty soundtrack, I would have hated it.
One of the reasons why I still haven't seen First Man yet is because I've said the
Yeah.
soundtrack is so lame. Yeah.
It was really
That movie should be
weird.
special. That movie should be epic.
Yeah.
First Man. I don't want to be ruined by a dumb soundtrack.
I'm gonna say the soundtrack here was flawless.
Flawless.
Listening to it right now. I'll actually turn it up for the soundtrack part.
Yeah. Might be too loud. But we'll see.
Nah, it's fine.
All right, we're good. Yeah, it was definitely a great soundtrack. Definitely intense. Led to the intensity of the film.
It fit.
Fit
It
perfect.
fit the moods
Fit the moods. Yeah.
and accent.
Yeah, it's good. Like when Marvel does a
It
villain movie.
accented what his thoughts were.
Uh-huh.
Like the tone of the soundtrack.
Right.
Like here, like all the strings
Uh-huh.
that are low
Yeah.
and slow.
Slow, right?
Yeah.
When Marvel did Venom last year, you sense something that's not crossing the line because it's like Venom is oh yeah, we're talking about the soundtrack. Soundtrack is good soundtrack. Yeah, buddy.
You were making a point about the soundtracks though.
Yeah.
Did you forget where you were going?
Brian Tyler.
I think you forgot where you were going with your thought.
Oh no, I was getting ADD moment.
Yeah, I do that a lot too.
Yeah.
But
Let's cut that out if you can.
yeah.
This is 5 seconds.
Okay. Soundtrack was great. Fit the moods well.
Yep.
All the strings done
It
by that
kept me on the edge
guy.
of my seat. That soundtrack. Yep.
That's a good way to put it. Keeps drawn. Keeps you drawn in. Immersed. helps you feel like the character.
The weak-minded will be
Hmm.
persuaded by this film. That is for sure. The weak-minded will be persuaded by
The
this.
weak-minded.
They will be persuaded. They'll be like
Okay,
wanting
lines
to. They'll be
crossed.
wanting to do exactly what the Joker did.
How about lines crossed? Can you think of any real quick?
I think we
Any
already
more
did
lines?
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
we did, but
oh, yeah.
just there's so many.
So many. Yeah, that's crazy. Well,
Mhm.
the film and its propaganda notices. It's not really a propaganda film up until the end, which is a good thing because if you notice propaganda from the beginning, then that's just so
What
much.
did What was the major propaganda? The
Just
fact that bad is good.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
exactly.
what you're
Yeah,
saying?
you should have the right to be evil. You should have the right to do good, to evil
Yeah.
things. You should have that.
I don't know if it was really saying that,
Yeah, he was
but
ranting.
I mean, it kind of was actually.
Yeah, he's just ranting at the end like an SJW.
Yeah.
Really. Then Robert De Niro said, "You're just justifying your evil."
He's like, sounds like you're making a lot of excuses
Yeah,
for
exactly.
killing those guys.
Yeah. However, yeah, and then you got to think about the part where he kind of did save an innocent lady,
Yeah.
but he did go out of his way to kill the last guy.
Yeah, he went way out of his way
Yeah,
to shoot him an extra 3 times.
I know it's terrible.
Like it's self-defense when you get people to run away, and
Right.
the situation's over.
Yeah, you kind of
But
just have to
anything
shoot
past
the air.
that point, nah.
Right. Yeah,
Like listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah,
Like it's giving me chills right now. It's so good.
Hollywood's trying to stir some trouble up in real life, I'm afraid. So we'll see what happens.
All right, conclusion.
All right, Duff.
This
I'll let you
movie.
take the microphone.
Okay, yeah, Chris is done. You
Yeah,
want to say
Duff,
bye? Thanks for joining
let
us.
the legendary movie critic Duff do the conclusion.
Thanks for being my co-host.
Oh, no problem, man.
I'm gonna do the conclusion
Good luck
now.
on that conclusion. I'll go talk to Bill.
Thanks. Yeah, go join Bill's party. This movie was stunning. Don't watch it though if you're scared of evil things. If you fear that side of the world, not good to watch. But for an origin story of a fictional character to make it seem realistic and believable and keep you immersed, it was really good. It's a watchable portraying fictional character into a watchable film. They did a great job. It's a great film that keeps your attention, grabs your attention. Immerses you into the mind of the character. Someone. No way you could ever tell what that man's thinking. All right, I'll elaborate on all these points that we made and call it a day. Oh wait, no, there's one more category I forgot, which was the rewatchability. For that one, I'm gonna say Def. Def, watch it again. DEF. I've watched The Dark Knight, the one with the first Joker. Is there only one with the Heath Ledger Joker? Whichever one has the Heath Ledger Joker. I think I've probably watched that probably over 10 times by now. Just because of how evil but happy he is. How level headed he is. There was a scene where, in this one, where he murders his used to be coworker. They found out his mother died, and they brought over a bottle of booze and said sorry and whatnot. And but one of the coworkers was the guy that got him fired, played a part in getting him fired. And the Joker's, but the other one was the midget clown. And anyway, the Joker lets them in. He stabs this guy in the neck after having like a normal conversation with both of them, and then sits down against the wall, blood all over him. The midget's like freaking out, and the Joker's just looking at him and talking to him normal. And he's like, that was it. I mean, you're good. You can get out if you want. But then the midget's too short to unlock the door, and he has to turn around and say, what was his name? The Joker's name? Arthur. He turned around and said, Arthur? I can't reach the lock. So then Arthur says something like, oh, buddy, it's all right. I'll let you out. Unlocks the door. He says, you good? You can head out. And with that, I will end this video part of the review. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm gonna put it on the link for the review on Instagram. DJ Law. DJ_LA WW. Bye bye.